Meghan Markle is under fire over her new partnership with Oprah. But how did Megsy really get onto Oprah's favourite things list? The truth may be more sinister than you realise. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Megsy is under fire over her new partnership with Oprah. Quite frankly, how did Megsy really get onto Oprah's favourite things list? Now, the truth may be more sinister than you guys realise, and before I get into it, it's my own opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, do your own research, come to your own conclusions. Now, Megsy has announced her inclusion onto Oprah's favourite things in her newsletter, saying we're over the moon to spread the news. Our signature fruit spread gift box is on Oprah's favourite things this year. She's then saying we're honoured to be included in the season's quintessential guide to gifting. So much love is poured into each recipe to bring the brightness and warmth of the garden to your home in every season. And then to celebrate, there's, a code to get 10% off, blah, 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 right? But as Brittany from Royal News Network says right here, the days of anyone being impressed by a product making Oprah's favourite things list is long past. And Oprah's quote reads a little bit too much like Meghan wrote it to ignore the reality that this is all simply PR. Cult of Oprah has thankfully long since died, but the self-proclaimed royal that is Meghan Markle apparently needs Oprah to sell product. This is not a good sign. It really isn't. Now, Megsy wasted no time updating her website with the product featured on Oprah's favourite things list, having that tag there as featured on Oprah's favourite things, blah, 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 right? The thing is, though, how could this be included onto Oprah's favourite things? It's not jam. It's not even preserve. It's a spread. It was even criticised by jam expert and jam winner Donna Collins. Remember when she said this a few months back now? It's a real disappointment that Meghan is selling a fruit spread, which is what you make when your jam fails. In the jam industry, a spread is what we call something that didn't work. It can have the best ingredients, but if I had a jam that was too runny, I'd slap a label on it and call it a spread. There's no excuse for this. It should be perfect. So, in light of all of that, how the hell did Megsy get onto Oprah's favourite things list? When even the jam experts out there are saying, what the hell is this nonsense? It's absolutely disgusting. It's basically a product that's failed at being a jam. Well, as Adam Glassman, creative director of O and who is considered to be Oprah's right-hand man, says, there's really no rhyme or reason to it in terms of who gets added onto Oprah's favourite things list and who doesn't. Now, going into a little bit more research in all of this, what is known is that businesses that are featured on the list make contact with Oprah's team via trade shows. This is how companies usually get onto Oprah's favourite things list. They have to go to a trade show. Oprah's team go to these trade shows and scout for the best companies, the best products to put on the list, blah, 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 right? As this article says right here from Statosphere, the biggest takeaway is nobody pitched O magazine editors. Every brand we spoke with first made contact with the O team at an industry trade show, oftentimes months or up to a year before the issue's editorial deadline. And sometimes they didn't even know they caught the eye of favourite things list makers until long after the trade show. Now, this is the thing, right? I don't remember Megsy bringing her as ever slop to a trade show, and I couldn't find any article confirming that she had done so. Therefore, I'm asking for a friend here. How did she beat the traditional route and get included onto the list? So what I did was I Googled the dark side to Oprah's favourite things list controversy. And this is what Google told me. That there seems to be a lack of transparency when it comes to Oprah's favourite things list. And here we go. While many brands experience the Oprah bump, and being on the list can be life-changing for small businesses, there have been questions about the financial arrangements or business partnerships behind the selections. Some people question the authenticity of the favourite claim, and if brands paid for placement, turning personal recommendations into potentially transactional endorsements. So there's an opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever out there, that these aren't really Oprah's favourite things. That it's just companies, some of them have gone to her, paid her a shiz to the money just to be on the list in the first place, right? So I'm just asking for a friend here. But instead of showing her slop at a trade show, where Oprah's team traditionally hunts for businesses to include on the list, did Megzy make a business deal with Oprah? Did she pay Oprah to be on the list in some way? Or could it be worse? As I found out, guys, that Megzy's agency that she is with, WME, also represents Oprah and all her business interests, including Oprah's favourite things list. As Google tells us right here, WME's relationship with Oprah is as her talent agency, representing her across all of her many business entities. This does not mean the agency can simply place any client's product on her list. However, when you go further down, it does then say WME, like any other PR or ad agency, would use its expertise to help clients craft strong, compelling pitches and make the appropriate connections with Oprah Daily editorial team. The final decision rests with Oprah and her curators. But let's put it this way. If you are on the same agency as Oprah, you've already got a leg up. You've already got your foot in the door to potentially be on Oprah's favourite things list in the first place. Because WME represent Oprah as well as representing Megzy. Do you see where I'm coming from there? Now, of course, there have been some reactions to all of this. Here we've got Princess Carparkle saying, I'm sorry, but the fruit spread looks absolutely disgusting. Don't people understand this shiz is not from a garden or her kitchen? It's from Illinois. It's not a special recipe or some revolutionary mix. It's basic, overpriced, runny fruit spread with an illegible label. She's not some jam connoisseur who created a special never-before-seen fruit spread. Cut it out. And I'm going to leave the last reaction to Meghan's mole here, because she says nothing screams I support women by having your product endorsed by Oprah, the woman who loves being friends with, and I'm going to say here for YouTube Human Reviewer, triple X, yeah, deviants and predators. Some confirmed, some alleged. I do have to put that out there as you see this picture right here. But yeah, going around full circle here, when it comes down to it, of course Megzy's going to be under fire over her new partnership. How the hell did she really get onto Oprah's favourite things list? Well, based on my research and my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, with what I've just shown you, the truth may be more sinister than you guys realised. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here on YouTube. If you're watching on X, make sure you're following me at Stef Alter Nerd for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. How do you think Megzy was able to make it on Oprah's favourite things list? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.